What is up, guys? And it's your boy Dylan. The reason I haven't done any videos in ages is because I've had no ideas, because none of you have dropped any ideas in the comments. So let's just have a look at some weird things. Alright, that's a weird thing, and it's living. So we will have a look at, I don't know. I'm having a look at something to do with you guys. What about, ooh, that's a good idea. Top. Oh, that's how I get numbers. 10. Weird. Snapchats. Right, there we go. Search. 10 scariest videos caught on Snapchat. Okay, that is just dirty. We're not looking at that one. We're looking at the scary one.
What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Nexus.
Bad.
In the couple of years since it was introduced, the app Snapchat has become a huge part of modern culture. It comes pretty far to say that it was designed basically with the idea of sending nudes in mind, and even Instagram and Facebook recently have been taking things like Snapchat filters and Snapchat stories and trying to make them their...
Is it just me, guys, or did that say nudes? Because if it did, Snapchat's not for nudes. Snapchat's for friends. Like Facebook. Why?
own. But Snapchat isn't a perfect app, and flaws in the programming could explain the 10 scariest videos caught on Snapchat. Or maybe it's ghosts. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe to get new content similar to this every day. Also, make sure to comment down below letting us know which is your favorite. And for this video, let's see if we can get the golden like button, which is 1,000 likes. So make sure to drop a like down below. Number 10. This picture of a guy trying to face swap with a bottle lid shaped like the Incredible Hulk isn't necessarily scary the same way some of these other things are, but it still freaks me out. Mainly because it's sort of unclear what he's actually face swapping with. He looks more like a mummy or like Oogie Boogie from The Nightmare Before Christmas. Try as I might, I can't see any reason why this face should look so weird and warped like that. Because you can't see his own face superimposed onto anything else in the background.
I didn't even think of that.
Is there a possibility that the face swap went even more wrong than it seems? That maybe his face just looks like that normally? Probably not, but the possibility makes the picture eerie nonetheless. Number 9. Of course a lot of these are going to be ghosts, but have you ever seen a werewolf on Snapchat? Well, neither had we, until now. A poorly executed face swap somebody put on Twitter shows them with the face of some sort of canine. Whether it's a wolf, a fox, an angry dog, or something spookier, it's tricky to tell. Whatever he swapped with is clearly in a horrible mood though. But this weird-looking Snapchat can certainly put the special effects of Teen Wolf and Twilight to shame. It looks more like a werewolf than either of those ever did. But who knows? Maybe it's not really special effects at all. Maybe this Twitter user is just playing a trick on the other people who use social media. Like an episode of Being Human where everyone thinks the real werewolves are just terrible special effects.
I'm on Snapchat.
Number 8. Another animal face swap gone wrong is in the form of a girl who really likes her pet poodle and wants to see what they'd look like crossed over. The image that gets created, though, makes you wonder if she really wanted to see that. While the dog on the right with the human face is kind of funny, it's the girl with the dog face that really takes the cake. The coal black eyes and the long nose making her sneer is definitely the stuff of nightmare.
Let's try this new.
It seems to be a common trope of horror movies now that psychopathic villains will wear animal masks to hide their features. And looking at this poor girl's Snapchat, we can definitely see why such images are scary. Let's just keep our faces where they belong from now on.
Yeah, I agree.
Number 7.
What the hell's wrong
This
with
one
it?
is really weird, but also pretty funny. Especially when we see the ghost use the dog filter to lick. The frequency of these mystery Snapchat shows.
Guys, look at this Snapchat I just
which
made.
is a compilation video of the uploader's favorite ghost
How
encounters.
cute is
They just
that?
have that many of them.
I wouldn't say cute,
Makes it
but
interesting to say the least.
with
Is
that
it
filter,
fake?
that is
Who
so
knows?
good.
But Snapchat must be picking up on something moving around in the kitchen or in his yard. The fact the faces that appear or move too
Okay,
make it all
I'll
kind
put
of
that in
tricky
my
to explain.
thingy.
Maybe it's not that complicated
Oh,
at
damn it,
all
it's got
though, and his house is
wolf
just haunted.
Let's try a
Number
different
6.
one.
This one could be explained away pretty easily by the bright lighting
This one
in the
definitely
shot.
suits
At
me.
least that's what people say. If you choose not to believe that explanation and to trust in what you see before your eyes,
That just looks
it's
weird.
definitely proof of the paranormal. The guys in the video are holding up a phone to capture a face that keeps appearing in one of the Snapchat filters. Using a Snapchat filter to identify a
Take
ghost
it,
is a
why
pretty
not?
interesting technique. But then, if you watch a show like Ghost Adventures, they
this
use
one
all
do?
sorts of devices, including an Xbox Kinect, to prove the existence of the supernatural. The man also spends the whole video trying to touch the ghost. Number 5. While a lot of these sightings obviously have people tripping over
That
each
was
other
weird.
to try to prove them all
That's
wrong,
why I had to
this
do
one
it, 'cause
hasn't
it
had
was
any
weird, 'cause this
explanations
is weird.
proposed yet. At
Oh.
first glance, it looks like another one where a Snapchat filter is detecting a face
That one
out of
just looks
nothing.
gay.
A weird shaped bit of decor, perhaps. However, when you look below the hipster flower crown, a face is very plainly visible. It's definitely creepy, especially the eyes, and the fact you can see the whole face shape. Then again, it
In
could
fact,
always be
I don't
another
give a
clever
shit.
edit, or just lesser seen parts of the filter nobody really notices when they try to use it on their actual face. Why was that person
try
trying to
one
take a
then.
photo
I'll
of
try
thin
it.
air anyway? The image begs a lot of questions. Number 4. Now, when you think of Snapchat gone wrong, you'll undoubtedly think of all those horrifying face swaps that show mysterious faces lurking in the shadows behind
Oh my
unsuspecting
God.
selfie takers. And this video is definitely not against including those. So here's a pretty famous
Oh yeah, I made
example
my
of a
desk by the
demon
way,
face
that's why we're
swap.
in a different
It's
location.
just a girl, her Care Bear,
in
and
the
a
room.
ghost. Now, while a whole bunch of those sorts of creepy Snapchats are just people becoming faceless, this demon still kind of resembles a human. It has eyes and a mouth, dark spots
That
in the
one's
shape
one
of
of my
those
favourites
features,
now.
so who knows? Maybe there really was some paranormal creature hiding out in the girl's room somewhere. Who
The
just
Care
wanted to
Bear.
get in on Snapchat
Oh,
since
yeah,
their
what's
lack of
this
a
one do?
body prevents them from buying their own phone to do it themselves. Number 3. This next one is my
That's weird.
favorite. Late one night, a guy is working his shift in the hospital while his jealous and untrustworthy girlfriend hounded him about where he was. Sick to death of her ass,
That
he
one's
simply
now my
sends a
favorite.
Snapchat of the hospital corridor to show where he is. Maybe that girl should have been careful what she wished for, because what he captured defies logic. Unless he knows how to use Photoshop, and this is a hoax, that is. But the spooky explanation is way more interesting than that. Here you see the ghost of a nurse wandering the lonely corridors for all eternity, captured briefly
I've
by
got
one
a
man's attempt
beard!
to get his girlfriend to leave him alone. Think what you want, but a hospital is a pretty likely place to find the spirits of the deceased.
We're taking a look
Number
at
2.
pictures.
This is probably the scariest thing on the list, but it can't make it to number 1 because it's staged. Or rather, it's a short horror film about this new social media giant. The film 3
Wait, what?
Seconds was created by Alex J. Mann, a filmmaker who is quickly gaining notoriety for those sorts of short films which resemble the creepypastas of old. The film revolves around a woman who is awoken in the dead of night by her phone going off, when she receives a Snapchat of herself asleep. It's made creepier by the type of camera lens being used to show the range of vision for whatever entity is messaging her. The film is everyone's worst Snapchat story and is incredibly creepy to say it's only a few minutes long.
Oh,
Number
no,
1.
Weird with that.
This next spooky Snapchat story comes from a long Reddit feed,
I'm gonna
which
do
may
one
make you
with me with
skeptical
someone
about its
else's face.
legitimacy.
Create your own
However,
photo.
whether you believe in the paranormal or not, the uploader compiled
Get
all their
started.
Snapchat videos and put them online for all to see and make a judgment on. Of course, this doesn't mean it couldn't all be staged, but it's scary enough that it makes the list. It's pretty hard to see in the video, but you can sort of see the outline of somebody standing at the window behind the guy, taking the video with their hands pressed against it. When they tell a story of chronic sleep paralysis and night terrors as a child in the house, it all becomes pretty harrowing. You can listen to the whole thread on YouTube, or find it for yourself if you wanted the pants scared off you. That was our list of 10 scariest videos caught on Snapchat. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit subscribe.
Oh, that's
so you never
scary.
miss a
Get it
video
off,
in the
get it off,
future.
get it.
And hit that
Oh,
like
God,
button
oh,
too,
God.
so we can hit the golden like of 1,000. Other than that, guys, thanks for watching. Peace.
That was weird, guys. Make it right. Where's the camera part?
You can't find Margot? I'm about to tell you anything.
Yes.
Let's take a picture. 1, 2, 3.
That's it for today, guys. Even though it was a really bad video, but peace out with that.
David's still at MCS.
You know what? Put my favourite music on.
I'll Snapchat. See what talent's coming
You
back.
like D&D, Audrey Hepburn, Fangoria, Harry Houdini, and croquet. You can't swim, you can't dance, and you don't know karate. Face it, you're never gonna make it.
I don't want to make it. I just want to make it.
If you wanted honesty, that's all you had to say. I never want to let you down, but had to for all the dirty looks. Come crush your boyfriend took. Remember when you broke your phone from jumping out the second floor? I'm not okay. Okay, you let me out.